forgot I brought sweats. You have no idea.
I'm so happy that I went home and changed. I was feeling really uncomfortable after golf and dirty.
Did you shower?
No.
Oh.
I just wash my hands.
Hi, Chad and Amy. Hi, Kelly.
Devon. What's going
Devon.
on?
She made it. She wasn't sure if she was.
I see
She's
Julian.
here.
Matt D.
Matt D.
River.
Matt M.
Marcella.
Charlie. Wait.
There's Liz. Liz is on. I don't know who she is, but she doesn't have her camera on. Michael Anthony. Coach Kristen.
Coach Kristen. My mom.
Zoom user. That's your mom.
Lady J, we need to fix your Zoom username.
Yeah.
Look at her. She's like basically slapping me through the camera. For sure.
Wait. It says Chad and then there's Amy. Chad and Amy are not on the same Zoom. Are they?
Yeah, they are.
Oh. Don't you see Amy down there?
No, I see.
Down, yeah, right there.
Oh.
Amy and Chad. Oh, they're both logged in.
Oh.
Awesome.
Oh.
What's Julian doing? Is he in bed right now?
Sleeping.
I mean, I'm always grateful that you show up,
Oh,
Julian,
Carly's
just
on.
chilling
I see
right there
Carly.
in bed. It's nice. I actually wish I was in bed right now.
Chad.
It's been a long day. I know it's only 6 o'clock here in Southern California, but I've been up for quite a while. We got some peeps up in here from Michigan. Can we get a shout out to the what do you call them? Michiganders? Is that what you call them?
What?
Michiganders? Is that what you
Sure.
call them?
Tell
Yeah?
him no.
Sure.
Don't be nice. Be like, no, absolutely not. I don't know who you're talking about.
If we're called that, I'm okay with that.
Okay.
I've been called a lot worse things.
Michiganders. We are, yeah, look, somebody put, we are Michiganders.
Oh.
I knew it. I had heard that before. I think in a movie. 68 days, Michael Anthony. That's freaking awesome. Natalie's getting her computer ready. She's logging in on Zoom so that she can chat with you guys. And I'm just going to sit here and talk about nothing.
Himself.
Let's get this party started, man.
Let's do it.
I'm super stoked. Damn, we got 50 participants on.
Ooh, Kelly, 118
Kelly,
days. Yes.
118. Woo, woo.
Did you see that at the same time as me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like reading them as they pop up. 10 years. iPhone user, 10 years. What's your name? iPhone user with 10 years on July 11th.
Lizzie, 31.
That
Oh,
is
baby.
amazing. Ethan, congratulations on no fronts, but 10 years. No, wait, you already had 10 years on July 11th. It's past July 11th, so congratulations on that.
I love Matt. Matt M. Put hope. Natalie Marie is posting them merch. Okay, so if we have Cash App,
We have Cash App.
you guys.
Also, everything's up and live on
Website.
the Hopeaholics.com website. 11 years. Is it?
Oh, yeah, that is it.
Michelle Ferguson. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get this party started. I really appreciate everybody showing up every Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
This meeting's just been incredible for me and for Natalie, and hopefully for all of you guys.
And Emily.
Emily loves it too. She's here every Tuesday night with us, even when we aren't in studio. Emily is hosting the dang thing.
And Emily's a normie.
Yeah. Well.
Wow, she has other issues. She has other issues, like all of us.
She's not like a drug addict like us, but she got stuff. Just once again, guys, the reason why the Hopeaholics podcast exists is because on 9/11 of 2022, I lost my son-in-law Justin to fentanyl, and it truly, if I go back in my brain and I really think about that day, it was a terrible day. I could tell you what's crazy about it is I didn't cry for probably a week because I was so in shock and worried about my daughter mostly. And through all of that, though, birthed the Hopeaholics podcast. And what I'm, at this point in stage in the game, I'm also proud of the fact that we were one of the first ever podcasts of this style, and now there's tons of them. So y'all can go out and listen to a lot of different podcasts with a lot of different people, and I think that's really dope. So anyways, we have an amazing guest tonight. I'm gonna have to throw it over to Natalie for a second to talk.
Well, I'm chatting in the chat box because I hardly ever do.
Because you hardly ever do.
Yeah. I'm putting actually how many days I have because I just looked it up on my app because everybody's putting their days. So I was like, oh, you guys inspired me to do mine.
I agree with you, Serenity. Amor. No one does it like the Hopeaholics.
Period. Facts.
Not even close. There are copycats, but they aren't even close to the Hopeaholics.
The more the merrier.
Right,
There's
Lady
enough room
J?
for everyone.
I know Lady J agrees for sure that we are the best out there.
Yeah, because I'm her kid.
So does Penny Carlson.
Yeah, and you're her kid.
My mom tells me, Penny Carlson tells me every day that this is the best podcast out.
Oh, she's still lying to you?
Yeah. She also used to tell me I was the most handsome boy in the world when I was growing up. So,
exactly.
She'd probably still say that now.
Yeah, both my parents still lie to me.
Anyways, we got Heather here tonight, and she is going to share her experience, strength, and hope for 20 minutes. And then, as usual, we'll open it up for sharing. Heather, are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you set?
I'm set.
Grab your microphone and pull it a little bit closer.
And then Devon, shout out to her because she does our timer. So if you want to take a peek or you could look at your phone, whatever makes you more comfortable, she just sets her little timer up there for 20.
Which cameras do you have going on right now? You have that one and that one? So you actually have two cameras, so it's kind of cool. So wherever you feel like looking, but if you want to talk to us, that's cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
I'm all set?
Yep.
All right. I guess I'll start off by saying, I appreciate what you guys do here. There's so many of us that are dying in silence, and I've lost as well 2 people in my life from drug addiction. My dad and my best friend within the past 2 years. Well, Megan just had her 2 years past July, the beginning of July, and then my dad, it will be 3 years in December. So I really appreciate what you guys do. I work a program of Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, Alcoholics Anonymous is saving my life. And I will forever be grateful for AA. Going back, so, I feel like I've always felt the need to want to escape myself. I've never been comfortable in my own skin. I'm 38 years old. I'll be 39 in August. And, essentially, I feel like I drank and I used drugs and alcohol because I liked the effects produced by them, right? And if I didn't have any consequences, I probably would have, I probably would have used the rest of my life. But that's not what happens for me. I burn everything to the ground. I could talk about the past 38 years, all the incomprehensible demoralization that I've done, and but I'm not going to do all that. I'm probably going to talk about when I was in recovery last time. So in 2019, right? I've been in and out of the rooms of AA since I was 19, so for 20 years, and in and out. I just wasn't honest with myself, right? I was I'm just a junkie, I don't have a problem with alcohol. I was forever trying to do things my way and my way only. I didn't have the spiritual aspect of it, you know. So my last run, right? So in 2019, like I was clean. I was working a program, thought I was working like the best program ever, which that wasn't the case, you know. I remember when I had used back then, I remember telling myself, like I looked myself in the mirror and I was like, this is going to be bad. Like I knew that when I decided to use dope that day, that I was going to throw everything away all over again. And I just didn't, and I did, right? And I just didn't, I mean, I cared, but not enough. You know, men have always been an issue for me too. Like I've always felt the need to want to like fill a void with other things, right? Like men, shopping, whatever it is, I can never have enough of it. And so I'm all over the place. But in 2019 and 20, after I relapsed, I things got like worse than I'd ever gotten before. Like I ended up homeless, and prior to coming out to Michigan, like I was homeless, nowhere to go, nowhere to stay. I remember like I was bouncing around from like place to place. I'd stay at some random guy's house until they'd realize like I wasn't gonna like put out, and so then I'd like get kicked out. You can only do that for so long, but like life was really hard. And if you guys know Michigan, like Michigan's cold in the winter, right? And I don't know, like I said, like that incomprehensible demoralization, it was just, it, it's so real, right? The things that I said I would never do my whole life, like I was doing. So now, you know, like coming to California, we came out here 2 years ago, just over 2 years ago. I got sober in Michigan, and we came out in July of 2023. I have a sobriety date of April 7th, 2023. However many days that is, I don't know. I don't keep track. I don't know. I think that like God is doing for me what I can't do for myself, right? Like my whole journey this time around, it hasn't been like sunshine and rainbows. It's been hard, right? I no longer like feel the need to want to escape myself anymore, you know, and I'm still like on this journey of like figuring out who Heather is. I'm not sure. Like I know like this healing process, it's ugly. It's ugly and it's beautiful in the same sense. You know, my drinking and using heroin's my drug of choice, right? I've done it all, but like heroin's like was the one. And I can't even describe, like if you would have asked me a few years ago, like if this is what like I thought my life was going to be like, I would never have thought, you know, like we have a really good life, you know. It doesn't mean that there's not struggle, because we do struggle, you know. It's like it's just us out here, and we built up like this amazing support system, and we have friends, and but it's still life. Like life is lifey, and I thank God for like AA and other meetings. And like I'm a firm believer that like even like AA works for me, but I know AA is not for everybody. Like whether it's NA, Wellbriety, Celebrate Recovery, Smart Recovery, whatever it is, like I believe like if you choose whatever program it is and you work it with your whole heart, like it can work, you know. And you know, I was just so beaten down, and I had enough, you know. The gift of desperation was very real, you know. I thought that I had hit my rock bottom so many times before. Like I said at the beginning, like I'd been in and out of AA for 20 years, and I just couldn't like figure it out, right? Trying to figure out things my own way, and just wasn't willing to like surrender. Today, like my relationship with God is like like the most important piece of my puzzle. It's what like is holding this all in place, right? Like I feel like the first year of my recovery out here, I was like building that foundation, finding meetings that I like to go to, like getting commitments, working with my sponsor. I'm on my second time around with my steps currently. I was just like building that foundation. And then like my relationship and in this process, like my relationship with God has like grown so much. I had some like crazy experience in detox this time before I got clean. I was in treatment in Michigan, and it sounds crazy. It sounds so crazy to even like say it, but because like unless it happens to you, like you can't even like fathom like what it was, like the experience that I had. But anyway, so I had like some experience with like the darkness and the light. And when I say darkness, like it was some evil stuff. And remind you, I was sober, right? I was like a week sober. Like people trying to tell me, like they're like, oh, you're just you're coming down off meth. I'm like, no, that's not it. Like there's some evil shit like in this room right now, And so I battled this thing, whatever this thing was, for like a good week or two in treatment. And then one day I went to church. It was like my 7th or 8th day there, and I went into church, and I remember like I was just so broken, and I was like praying, and like I think in like that moment, right, like I was like at full surrender. I was like, God, I can't do this, like please, like I need help. And not to mention, like I was so scared, like what was happening and the facility that I was in my room, specifically to me, not to anybody else, but to me, it was scary. I'd never been so scared in my life. Like I called my mom, like to tell her, I was like, Mom, like there's some evil shit in here. And she's like, oh, like I didn't even think she really believed me. I think she did, but she's like, I had something like that happen. Like she kind of like brushed it off. I'm like, no, like you don't understand. Like I was so scared, never been like scared like that in my entire adult life, like ever in my life. So anyways, in church that day, I was praying about that, like talking to God, whatever. I was like sitting in the pew, and everybody else was standing. They were doing whatever, and I was sitting there with my head down, and like I was praying like with my whole heart. And like in that moment, like I felt like this overwhelming feeling of like the Holy Spirit, right? And people talk about feeling the Holy Spirit, the presence of the Holy Spirit. You don't know until you know. And in that moment, like I knew that God was very real, and that was like the game changer for me. Because I always said I believed in God, and and I believed, like at the time, like I believed what I thought whatever God was. But like since then, and like that day at that church, God is so very real, and he's definitely working through me and changing me from the inside out, because this person that's sitting here today is not the same person that walked into the rooms or walked through the doors of the treatment center 27 months ago, and the things that I want from my life are different too. The things that I used to think that I wanted, so way off track. Like the things that I put importance on are not what's important to me anymore. I have 3 other children. I have a 19-year-old, a 13-year-old, and a 10-year-old whom, I was never, I was there in and out, in and out, in and out. Until then I wasn't, until I was just absent for a very long time. And, like God gave me another chance with, I have an 11-month-old baby, and she's beautiful. Her name's Phoenix May. And that wasn't my plan when I came to California. Like I did not plan being 38 years old having another baby. God's like, you're so selfish. I'm gonna give you a baby. Because that's like being a mom is like the most selfless thing you can do, and actually showing up for your child every day. And that's the shit that I took for granted all these years, right? I can't take back all the things and all the hurt that I put on my other children. But like now, like I'm able to, because of God, right? I'm able to like work on these relationships. And I'm going to Michigan. I was telling you guys before we started, I'm going to Michigan. We are, as a family, August 9th through the 18th. And I haven't seen my mom in 2 years, right, since before I came out here. And my mom hasn't met her granddaughter. My mom also is the one who has my 10-year-old daughter. And so I get to see her too, right? Like, and I haven't seen my 10-year-old since she was 18 months old. So like 10 years, right? And So when I got clean this time, my mom, like something changed in my mom's heart. I don't know if it was because when I lost my dad to addiction, like they weren't together or nothing. They haven't been together since I was born. But I think like it was just like a moment in her life where she was like, damn, like I don't want that to be something, I don't know, something changed in her heart, right? So I get to see her, and God is like working on the relationship with my oldest son. Like I've been in contact with him, and I've been out of his life for 12 years too, you know? It's just so crazy because like it's just so crazy to me. You know, I've done a real good job my whole life, like stuffing down like these emotions. Like the longer I was like away from my children, the harder it was to like pop back in, right? Like it was like 3 months went by, then a year, and then it was like 2 years, and then just like there was never a good time, you know. And I thought I was doing what I thought was right at the time, right? Like staying away because I was no good, you know. I was no good for a very long time, and I thought it would cause more damage. After talking to my oldest son, I found out like that's not his experience, right? Like he wants to know like why, right? Like he wants to know why I stayed gone. There was people that wanted me to come home, you know. And so that was a recent conversation I've had with him. And yeah, it's the healing's like beginning, but there's a long way to go. He said he wanted to see me, right? But then he said he didn't, but then he did, then he didn't. So it's up in the air as right now, but I'm hoping that, you know, God's going to continue doing his thing, and I'll get to see him too. I don't know. The things, I'm going to kind of rewind a little bit. Oh, I can see my mom up there. Hi, Mom. Yeah. So I don't know, like the person, like figuring out this journey I'm on, like figuring out who Heather is it's crazy, right? You know, like the things like, you know, because of my drug use, like I've destroyed like my body, right? Like I've got bruises on my legs, scarring on my legs, these weird lumps on my arms, and like things that I've had for like years now that just aren't going away, right? And I was very self-conscious about them for a very long time, and I still am a little bit, but not nearly as bad as I used to be, you know. And you know, it's just like it like disgusts me to think that like that's the things I used to do, right? Like lock myself in my house or the bathroom or wherever, use the gas station's bathroom, McDonald's bathroom, like, and I was, you know, shot dope. Like that's what I did, and for a long time, that's who I identified. It's what I identified as. Like I'm just a junkie. I know that I'm not just that today, you know, and it's a long road still. But you know, I don't think I would trade like everything that I went through, really, you know, because I know also that like I'm uniquely qualified like to help somebody else. Like I know that in my heart today. And because there's so many people out there that need help, and they just need, you know, somebody to give a shit, right? I don't know. I'm like losing my train of thought. I don't know. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm really grateful to be here. I'm very grateful to be sober. You know, I believe that, you know, like if I can do it, like anybody can do this. Because I was just as broken and hopeless. Like there was zero hope once upon a time. And I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, right? You know, I don't know. I think that if it wasn't for, like it, I'm getting distracted. Dustin's up there with Phoenix.
In the chat, it says that you're an amazing sponsor.
Thank you, Jess. Yeah, so I sponsor one woman right now. I was sponsoring 3 once upon a time, but there's only one that I'm sponsoring, and she's been with me for a while. And you know, like that's what's so cool about this is we can like give this back, right? Like we need the people that come before us. We need, like, it doesn't matter how many days that you have, like whether it's a day, 30 days, all of it. We need the newcomers, the people with multiple years. Like we need all of it, you know, to make this thing work, you know. And like the unity, recovery, service aspect, like the triangle for AA, right? Like that shit is so important, you know. So like I wake up and like I fall short all the time, so that's not what I'm saying, but I actively am trying to make sure that I'm doing all three of those things every single day to keep my balance, right? And you know, I read every morning. I say my prayers. That's a lie. I do not read every morning. I tell my sponsees that should be reading in the morning. I used to, though. I used to, like, for probably the first, I don't know, 9 months of my recovery, like, I did those readings in the morning, 60 to 63, 82 to 88, all that, you know, and it's like it's just learning, right? Like, I have so much experience of what not to do, and now just, like, figuring out, like, new experience, like, figuring out what path is gonna work, right? Like, being a mom today, like, is so it's very cool, but it's very hard because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing half the time. You know, I'm like, my mind, because I have an alcoholic mind, I will always tell myself that I'm not doing good enough. You know, and that's why it's like so important for me to stay in contact with all these women, right? I need people to tell me that my head's lying to me, right? And I don't know, watching her like grow and like these are the things, like I prayed for this once upon a time. Like I prayed to be able to be a mom again, or to be a mom to my other children, right? And that's not what God gave me. God gave me Phoenix, and yeah, it's just so cool. Like I said, it was not planned. This is not what I thought my life was gonna look like, but I'm very grateful that it did, and I think that, you know, I'm very grateful too that like Dustin, so like me and him, you know, they tell you not to get into a relationship at the first year of your sobriety. Well, people don't listen to that, right?
Right.
And I didn't. And me and Dustin, we've been together just over 2 years, and you know, but we're doing it. We're doing it. Like he works his program, I work mine. He has his men's meetings, sees his guy friends, I do my thing, you know, and at the end of the day, like it all works out. Yay. I'm done.
You did it.
You made it the whole 20 minutes.
Almost in it.
I mean, you killed it. It's a testament of like somebody actually doing the deal. And look at your life. You know, your mom's on here. Like that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Because you said that something in her heart changed, and you didn't know. I knew that she was on because Dustin's in the chat, but you hadn't realized it yet. And she got to hear her beautiful daughter speak.
Yep.
And see the difference and the change, because like you said, you came into the program at 19 originally, right?
Mm-hmm.
And something changed in her heart, but that's because now you're doing the deal.
Yep.
And like I just want to say, like, yes, that is one of the little things that we hear all the time about, you know, first year of sobriety. It's always suggested to not date somebody, especially if you're in treatment and all those things. But the key point that I took from what you just said is that he works his program, you work yours. 99% of the time, why these relationships do not work and why the suggestion, I believe, exists is because each other become each other's God and higher power. And that ain't ever going to work. Mm-hmm. But if you have your own separate, you know, programs and stuff, then you could too possibly make it through. But it's definitely a 1%.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yep.
And like, look at, you get to go celebrate with your family. And potentially God's going to do what God's going to do. And if you see your son, you're going to see your son. But the fact that you're able to have those conversations is amazing.
Yeah.
Which brings not only healing for yourself, but also for them.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, I love this program. I love everything that you said. And it doesn't matter how old we are, where we're at, where we're from. It's like anybody can do this thing.
Right.
Regardless if it's AA, NA, CA, it doesn't matter. If you just work a program and you have a higher power, that's all that really truly matters. And you stay diligent.
That's right.
I love it.
Yeah.
God is good
All the time.
all the time.
What do you think about that, Emily? if you guys,
Um,
if you
I
guys
can
could
say-
see, if you guys could see Emily's face, like
Yeah, I
when
know, I
some of the
mortify her, but
shenanigans
you know,
goes on, she's just
do you
like,
see my mom? She's not even amused. She doesn't. It's
she didn't
like
think it was funny. I thought it
no,
was
she's
funny.
just like any other day. My child's
It's
acting
every day.
nuts.
It's every day.
Mm-hmm.
I got to meet your brother.
Oh yeah, Nick.
Yeah, that was a joy.
Mm-hmm.
I like him.
Whoa, Joy. I'm gonna tell him that because I don't know if Nick's ever been called a Joy.
It was fun for me because like to see like a real brother, and how he treats you. It's amazing.
Oh yeah, and he's on his best behavior.
He was.
Oh yeah.
Oh. I wanna say congratulations on everything that is happening in your life, because I mean it's all truly a blessing. I mean you're a testament to the program. You know, everything in Alcoholics Anonymous, Narcotics Anonymous is it's just a suggestion.
Totally.
Right? There's no rules. We don't actually have any like you have to do this. The only requirement for AA membership is a desire to stop drinking. You don't even have to be sober to come to Alcoholics Anonymous. My sponsor also would tell me stuff like, you know, you can do whatever you want, Chad, as long as you're willing to suffer the consequences. You know, and sometimes like getting into a relationship in early recovery, the reason why people are like, don't do it is because we can't handle the pain of the breakup, you know, and if one person gets loaded, the other person gets loaded, you know, and if you're like willing to suffer the consequences, like willing to know that you possibly could be going and causing yourself more pain, and you can stay sober through that, more power to people.
Right.
You know, what can we walk through? Can we walk through it? I mean, because like
You can walk
that's
through anything with Christ.
you certainly can. I
That's all you
110%
need.
agree with that. And the thing that I believe about this ease that we have, and I'll say this until the day I'm done, is that like we have a spiritual malady. It's not some kind of misfiring in our brain. It's just like what you said at the beginning. I try to shove everything except for God into this God-sized hole that I have in my chest. And the only thing that actually fits in there and makes me feel at peace is God. Like legitimately the only thing that makes me feel at peace. Everything else is like this temporary whatever, you know, like
Instant gratification. Moment
instant gratification, shopping sprees, whatever, her, him, not him for me, but I always like to, you know, put that out there.
Wait, but I have to say something because we do have all of us suffer. Not everybody, because my mom's up in here, but we have a disease that talks to us, and it talks to us in a very negative light. But I wanted to shine a amazing light on you because this chat is blowing up with how beautiful you are, how the message was everything, and there's so many women and men. I mean, you have a great support team clearly, and you're touching a lot of people's lives because I can see it. I'm reading all the like the amazing things about you because you mentioned something about, you know, the disease talks to you, especially now with your little baby about not being good enough, whatever. It talks to us too, but it's the disease and it's a lie. Anything that's not good is not from God.
Right.
But I'm here to tell you, like, God's speaking through the chat because of what you're doing by opening up and being vulnerable and telling your story and helping all of the other people that are not only on this meeting but who you touch and who you encounter. So absolutely, you are good enough.
Thank you.
For sure. Should we open it up?
I mean, it's Matt.
Whoa, that's
so
like really shady.
Matt,
Like that was pretty sketch.
Like Matt's the first one up, and I was so
that was pretty sketch, huh, Matt? Why does he want to do you dirty like that, bruh?
I know, and like if anybody
up.
actually knows Matt,
Yeah,
Matt
he's the
is
best.
probably like the most loving
Matt doesn't
dude.
miss. Yeah, Matt doesn't miss. He's in our chat, and he always drops gems.
I hope that.
What up, family? How you doing?
Wow.
Wow.
How we doing, Natalie?
Thank you, Matt. We are doing amazing.
I'm glad you're doing good. Oh, and And hey, Chad, how you doing?
Hey, we love you, Matt. You really are the
Yeah,
best,
he
bro.
is.
You are what keeps our chat group going.
For
I
sure.
can guarantee you that.
That's a
You and
fact.
Chuck Zamzow.
I need
Definitely,
to start dropping
Chuck
nuggets in
dropping
there.
them gems all the time too, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. But shit, Heather, super powerful share, super powerful, and I'm glad to see you doing it. I'm glad to see you doing it, and you said something about where you were somewhere and you said you felt evil around you. I can attest to that because just a couple of days ago I was in a store by me, ran in to get some gas, and there was a girl walking up to the counter. She said hi to me. I said hi back, and so I paid for my gas and I'm walking outside, and she's coming up behind me. And she's like, "Oh, that's a nice car." And I said, "No, thank you. I appreciate it." And she just kept trying to talk to me, but it was weird because I literally felt a dark energy coming off of her, like a really, really nasty, dark energy coming off of her. And she didn't look, I guess, stereotypically evil by any means. But I hurried up and got my gas and got in the car and got out of there. And as I was leaving, I stopped my car at the exit of the gas station, and I literally said, "God, I know that was a demon, and thank you for taking me away from it." And the awesome part about it is I'm a little over the 3 years into my recovery, but shit, a year and a half, 2 years ago, I would have played right into it. I would have played right into it. But having God protect me now and being able to feel stuff like that around me is absolutely, absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And it's just continuous proof that God is so real. So real. And the peace, like everybody's talking about, the peace that they have today, I've never been happier in my life, ever. And it's not because, I mean, it's partially because of the things I've gained back with my sobriety. But the real peace is, it comes from God. This past Sunday in church, they were singing a song, and I literally just started bawling my eyes out. Damn, that was 3 minutes already. I started bawling my eyes out because the Holy Spirit was moving through me. But just keep God on your side, man. Keep God on your side because he's going to walk you through absolutely everything. This program works. This podcast is the best podcast on the planet.
Yeah.
Period, point blank. This program works. Keep working it. I love all of you. I'm proud of all of you. And this world is a better place with you in it. Don't forget it.
We love you, Matt. You're the bomb. You're the bomb.com. Kelly? Why am I echoing? Weird. Sorry, guys.
Guys, thank you for sharing, Heather. That was a really good lead. Really good lead. Resonated with it on several aspects. I was escaping myself, just running from myself and all my demons, and didn't want to be around my family because I was always fucked up. And, just didn't want to let them see me like that. They knew, but it was just kind of like nobody wanted to ever address the elephant in the room. 10 years later, finally got clean. Now 118 days
Got
clean.
a baby?
Just
right.
hanging in there. I sleep with the Bible by my bed instead of a bag of Coke. So, I definitely love everything about my sobriety. I am high on life, and I love that. I love the fact that I can actually be myself and be comfortable with myself and love myself for genuinely for who I am. Whether Tom, Dick, or Harry likes me, I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? Hey, what you see is what you get. You know what I mean? And it took me a long time to be comfortable with that. I learned the hard way that God is the only way to live. And it took me a long time to learn that. I definitely have gotten closer to Him in these past 2 months, 2 or 3 months that I've been sober. I was at a VA facility, and going through that sobriety with them, and going through an intensive 60-day program, getting closer to religion, art, meditating, mindfulness, yoga, just all aspects of doing everything, but in excess, but healthy. So, it's definitely something that I've always wanted. I think I've always wanted deep inside me. I just never knew how to get help. And then I was in rehab one day, and I came across this podcast, and I was like, hey, the chick with the pink hair looks pretty cool. I didn't even know if she was a wrestler or anything. And I was like, let me see what it's about, and I logged on, and I've been hooked ever since. So, I feel like this is somewhere where I can be myself and call it family. I don't wear my Hopeaholics shirt today because I sported it over the weekend, so I got to wash it. But I will wear it next week.
There you go.
I'm about 108 pounds today, so I'm very grateful for that. I was 88 pounds when I first quit using, so I'm getting up there. So, moving up, and Thursday will be 120 days. I'm going to get myself a nothing but cake and
Nice.
Party it up like that with a chocolate shake. So, yeah, maybe a Reese's Blizzard if I'm feeling a little bit of excess, So.
Damn,
I like that. That's like you and Joe B.
That sounds good.
Yeah. So,
like it.
Thank you guys for having me, and everybody. If you're coming back, welcome back. Proud to have you guys here.
So glad you're here, Kelly.
Thank you for letting me be here.
And I'm glad the pink hair brought you in, baby.
Yeah, the guy with the bald head is pretty cool too.
Nah, she said pink. She said pink.
Just so you guys know, now Lee and I have this thing like where if somebody says something about one of us, the other one's like, "What about?" We always do this. We say, "What about me?"
Hence how he's speaking right now.
Yeah. So
Point
Kelly,
moving.
Kelly, what about me?
Nah. Marcella. Why am I echoing?
I don't know. Why are you yelling?
I'm sorry. No, I'm muted.
Hi, Marcella.
Hi, Marcella.
Heather, I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story. This is my second meeting today. I have just got 2 years clean on June 15th.
Baby.
I have been homeless. I've sold my body many times. I still have like that guilt and that shame that comes with it every single day. And it's so hard not to listen to that little voice in your head, but I keep going. I lost my dad when I was 15 years old on Valentine's Day, so I can absolutely relate to that. I also lost a best friend of mine 3 years ago on June 1st. She would have been 23 years old. You are absolutely like an inspiration to me. Like your story just completely just hit home, like especially with the whole God thing and everything. Like I went to the church like my very first time, like when I first came back home here in Connecticut, and I just went in and I just saw my aunt for the first time, and I still get goosebumps every time I talk about it. But like walking in that church, like just hearing like those gospel songs and hearing them praise, it just brings like a different light to you, and just having like kind of that darkness lift up. It's really, really like amazing. And I just want to say thank you so much for sharing your story, because I definitely need to hear it today.
Awesome. Thank you. That's beautiful. Heather,
Yeah.
you see that?
Yes.
If you ever were questioning yourself, never.
Never.
You know what's crazy is, right? Like, I always pray before I do any kind of speaking because Lord knows I need as much help as I can get. And but I was praying. I was like, God, you're gonna touch at least just not one, but two people's lives tonight. Like, I like spoke it like kind of like into existence. I'm like, this is what's gonna happen.
Nice. Beautiful. Is that Devon right there?
Devon.
Chilling? Don't forget to start that clock, Devon. You don't get 55.
Yeah, Devon, don't be
get
doing
you don't
it.
get
I think
55.
she's on the train though. Huh?
I am on the train. I'm on the train home from Long Beach. I had a very, very long day, but it was productive.
Nice.
Heather, thank you so much for your story, for your share. I have a 2-year-old, okay? Lord knows, 32-year-old, right? Not fun. Not fun. But it is. It's a blessing, right? Our recovery babies are the blessing. Yeah. When we have babies in recovery, I never thought I would have a baby in recovery. And I do, and he's amazing. But your story, everything said on point. And um it was funny because I was looking at Justin's picture, and he looks exactly like my high school prom date. Like, and he's from Nevada. It was just like, oh my God. So I was just like, oh, that's funny shit. But the recovery is amazing. You're beautiful. You're gorgeous. And I just had a very long day, guys. Like, I went to the college. I am a proud graduate of Hopeaholics now. Thank you very much.
Yes,
So thank you for that. And it's just been a long, excruciating day. And I sat outside of the school today and I cried and I prayed, like, God, just do this. You brought me this far. Just let me get through it. Like, why would you? I know you're not gonna give me my dreams and make my dreams come true and be like, here you go, and then go, no, you can't have it back, right? We're not doing that anymore because I'm not taking my will back, right? So I prayed and I gave it to God and I gave it to God today. And I had an actually very peaceful day. And I went to the gym in Long Beach. It's freaking amazing. I worked my ass off today in the gym. But these are the little things that I do, right? And my sponsor called me this morning. She's like, where the fuck is my third step prayer? I'm like, oops. And I gave her 1,000 excuses as to where it was and why I didn't, send her the picture. And she's like, okay, so where is it? And I'm like, I got it to you. So, I'm on the turn, guys. Sorry. I'm in airplane. But anyways, so it was just a day full of productivity, right? And I couldn't have been able to do this without you guys. And yes, this is the best podcast. Yes, Chad, your bald head is beautiful. I love you now.
Hey,
yeah, you better.
Your cheesecake is bomb.
I already told her I was first on that too.
And Natalie, your hair is always beautiful like you. And if it wasn't for this podcast, and me being in service, I wouldn't be where I'm at today, with the love and support that I get from you guys and everybody here, especially in the group chat. So I know I went 30 seconds over, but I love you guys all. Thank you again, Heather. Hi, Phoenix. She's so adorable, by the way. I'm gonna be a grandma.
Yeah.
We
My
love you.
biological daughter just told me she's 8 weeks pregnant. I'm gonna be a grandma, and I'm
Wow.
fucking stoked. But God, recovery. I love you guys all.
We love you.
Everybody holds you up. They love you. I love you. And there's a damn thing anybody can do about it. I love you guys. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. You see Donna?
Where?
I see DC.
Oh,
see the little bunny.
yes.
The bunny
Hi,
came
bunny.
back finally.
Hi, bunny.
The bunny finally came back. She got it working
Finally.
on her new
Yes.
phone. I wonder if when she blinks, the bunny blinks.
Oh.
Blink.
Oh my god.
Babe, blink.
Don't blink, Donna.
Blink if you're okay, babe. Who's up? Jesse?
Jesse put a shirt on.
Ah, he's dressed today. It must be cold where he's at.
What's up, guys? What's up, Chad? What's up, Nat? Heather?
Hi, Jesse.
Thank you for the amazing share. And Chad, that beard is looking amazing today.
Thanks.
Just wanted to say.
Natalie's wondering why. Well, she's gonna get
my
all
beard looks good too. Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys are too much. Man, Heather, wow, what an amazing share. Related to a lot of it. I lost my dad when I was 17, and I followed in his footsteps. I became an addict. His was alcohol. I decided I was going to be different, black sheep. So I was on heroin, and I too, like, when I was a kid, and I started using to escape myself. I didn't know it then, right? I just wanted to get high and drink, but looking back now, I realized that I never felt comfortable in my skin. I never felt, it sounds weird to say, but I never felt comfortable being a human, right? Like I felt like everyone else had this whole thing figured out, and I was just like missing this piece. And so I filled it with drugs and alcohol. And like Chad said, turns out it was a God-sized hole that I was filling anything and everything else with. And I too lost someone. I lost my brother when I was in sobriety, and that was the hardest fucking shit I had to go through. But I live on for him, and I couldn't imagine my life being what it is today. These rooms that we have, the meetings that we go to, this meeting, this podcast that is the absolute best. I mean, it's all a miracle, really, that we get to do this. We don't have to, we get to. And I'll leave you guys with this, that, like, remember, there's no one right way to get sober. So whatever you're doing, just keep doing it. Thanks, guys.
Amen.
Thanks,
Love you
Jesse.
all.
I always love the way you end. Whatever you're doing, man, keep doing it. If you didn't pick up today, you're winning.
Win. Why can't I write in the chat?
I took away your access.
Did you?
No.
I was like, damn.
Emily said that she
What's
took away
up?
her access. That's why
What
Natalie said,
happened?
"Did you?"
Highly possible.
Serenity.
So weird.
Hello.
Hello.
What's up, family? How are you?
We are good.
I am sorry, I'm taking a minute here because Mike and I are moving. So unfortunately, we're going to be heading out of state here August 1st.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, we're going to miss you guys. But Heather, amazing share, so many things. For one, you gave hope about having a baby later in recovery and late in life. Because obviously I'm the same age as you, 39. My son, I only have one and he's 17. But it's something I think about. So that was awesome to have you be vulnerable and open and share about that part. I don't know if you saw in the comments, but I was telling you, when it comes to relationships, like, I kind of agree. Obviously, we all know why, but I also think what's cool about it is it does give hope for those that, I guess you can say, are willing to actually take it serious, because that's a whole nother thing. You're not just being responsible for yourself and your recovery, but obviously as a support for somebody else, it's just a little harder. And I think that's why there's a lot of emotions and healing that's involved. So I commend you guys for obviously sticking it out. And it's a beautiful thing and it's amazing, you know, and as long as you guys are on the same page, like that's all that matters. Um, I had started late in life from losing both my parents, and I had a past relationship that had introduced us to an environment where I didn't know really what I was getting myself into. And unfortunately, like I fell into the black hole of fentanyl use. And I was dealing with that. And I got stuck in that for a good minute before going through a program for the first time ever. So that's another experience too. And I know there was another girl that shared earlier, Marcella. Um, I kind of just wanted to let her know too, like about giving yourself grace, because I too found myself in a position where I was homeless. And, you know, when you're active in your addiction and you're homeless and you're a female, especially if you're alone homeless, there's a lot that happens with that to where it's like, you know, if you're out of your mind, unfortunately, and you're in these environments and um, it's scary and there's a lot that happens in survival mode, but it's okay. And it's not to say that anybody's going to love you less. It's just understanding that that was something that now becomes your testimony. And you too, Marcella, can one day share your story and be a support to us other girls that have also been through the same thing. So I'm really big on support systems, especially in recovery. And more recently, I think it's really cool to see more women supporting women in recovery and having that sisterhood. And obviously, Natalie is like the biggest, best person when it comes to um, sharing with her girls and being there for her girls. And I appreciate you, Nat. I just want to tell you that first and foremost. You know, I love you. And Chad, too. I thank you guys so much for being my second family and doing everything that you do on the daily. So I know my time's up. I love you guys. And hopefully, when's the next Recover Out Loud live? Are we
We don't have a date for it, but it'll be in August.
okay? Well, hopefully.
But you'll be gone already.
I know. So I might have to just drive back. I don't know.
Where are you
I'll
going?
have FOMO.
Where are you going?
We're heading to Texas.
Yeah.
I can tell you, you're gonna want to come to the one in September. That's for sure, because it's Natalie's birthday, belly button.
Oh
birthday.
yes, my
Belly
Virgo.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we're throwing a big. we're throwing a serious
We are.
rager, like a rager.
Guys.
Oh.
It's gonna
Okay.
be the biggest recovery event.
So this is gonna top all the buffets of dessert buffets.
It'll be
This is
bigger
gonna
than the
top
Hawaiian.
In and out trucks. This is gonna.
Yep.
All right. Love
Yeah.
to see it. Can't wait.
I just heard about it too, so we'll see.
I'm not sure I was supposed to.
Maybe he
spill
was
the
trying
beans.
to surprise you.
I think I was.
No, if anything, it would be his wife Donna, because she threw my party last year. So without her, I would be sitting on a couch doing nothing.
Oh,
And
there
now
you
Shout
go.
out to actually probably already gone.
She
out
already
of the meeting.
bounced.
Yeah.
Oh no, she's
Oh,
still
she's
here.
here.
Oh, nice.
Donna, I love you.
Well, yeah, definitely. That'll be super fun. So, yeah, me and Micah will definitely have to come back for you for that.
Yeah.
Sure.
Mom,
sure.
put it in your calendar.
Done.
September 19th actually happens to be a Friday night. I just wanted to throw that out there. Awesome. Thank you, Serenity, and we'll miss you. We'll
Yes.
see you on the Zoom.
Yeah, we'll see
though,
you on the Zoom, though.
I expect. And Amanda is from Southern California. I just want everybody to know that. She has it in her bio. And Amanda, you're up.
Hey guys, I'm Amanda. I joined you guys last week for the first time, and it was an incredible meeting. This is my second time, and it's another incredible meeting. So thank you for having me. I'm a little bit sick right now, so I got to make this quick. Serenity, I think, had just mentioned Texas. I just got back from Texas last night. We drove for 4 days to go pick up my dogs, who I hadn't seen for 2 years because I had to give them away to family because of my addiction and mental health struggles. So, um, the coolest thing when they talk about like the promises of these rooms coming true, getting to be reunited with my dogs is one of the most coolest things and the most heartwarming, and I just never expected it to happen. So I'm just so excited. Heather, thank you so much for your share. I could relate to so much of what you talked about. I think you had mentioned that your baby's middle name was May. I have a daughter who's Lily May, so that just got me right in my heart. And I have a 13-year-old and I have a 10-year-old, and I get them every other weekend. And that has been devastating to me, but it is a step up because I went from being a full-time mom to a 50-50 mom to a having a restraining order against me. Nothing because I did to my children, but just because of this disease. And I had to do supervised visits and, the whole ring 'em thing. And now I get them every other weekend. And it is only because of my faith. You talked a lot about like your faith and the Holy Spirit and God, and they say in the rooms, we cease fighting everything and everyone, and it's only because of my walk from atheist, alcoholic, addict, crazy girl to having this like peace and serenity in me that I can accept that it's God's plan. I don't have to fight it. I get to be grateful for it, and I get to be a strong, healthy, amazing mom when they are with me. So, I just have so much love for moms in these rooms who, we already suffered from addiction and then we lose it all. We could have just completely buckled under that and never came back. And so whenever I hear another mom in recovery, talking about her children, it just gets me. So thank you so much. Keep doing what you're doing, you guys. Thank you again for having me. And Natalie and Chad, I can't wait to come in the studio and talk to you
Yes.
guys soon.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
So
gonna be good.
excited. Yeah.
It's gonna be
All right. And
amazing.
thank you, Heather.
We have two more guys. Maddie first, and then Jess. You'll take us out, yeah?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Maddie.
Hi, Maddie.
It's my first time listening in. I don't know if you say you're an alcoholic or addict, but I'm both. But I really resonated with your story. I have a 16-month-old son and a 7-year-old daughter, and she went through so much with me in my active addiction. I actually overdosed with her at home when I already had an open DCP and P case, and she got taken away, and I had to fight as hard as I could. I got clean, and I finally was able to get her back. And then I had my son in recovery, and unfortunately 2 months ago I slipped up and I drank. I didn't use my actual drug of choice, which is crack and fentanyl, but I did drink. So it was a scary spiral, and I've gotten back in the rooms, and I'm talking with a sponsor, and I'm just trying to take all the suggestions that she's giving me. um, but yeah, I guess I just wanted to be open and honest and share. You really touched my heart with everything that you said. And thank you for being of service tonight.
I love that. Maddie, you're right exactly where you're supposed to be. I love the fact that you shared tonight because that's how it starts.
Yep.
We always say here, our secrets keep us sick.
Yep.
And so being vulnerable and talking about it is the way to go about it.
And keep coming back.
Every Tuesday night, 6
Every-
p.m.
Yep. Pacific Standard Time.
We'll
Link
be
is in
here.
the bio.
Link is in the bio.
Jess, this is
Jess, bring us on home.
Jess was like DMing.
Like waiting, like, okay, is it my turn yet? Or no? Share, Heather's my sponsor, so if I don't share, she's
Oh my
gonna
God.
be like, why
Yes,
didn't you say
exactly.
something?
Yep.
I'm
Like a good sponsor. That's what they're
so
supposed
now
to
I'm
say.
like, okay, I'm obligated. You got me. So Heather, okay, we've talked about your story a lot, obviously, because you're my sponsor. But I feel like every time we go over it, it's like I learned something, not learned something new, but it's like I see more of me, like one alcoholic to another, like, and please don't ever feel like you're not good enough, because listen, you've got me all the way to step 4. You got me to meetings that I didn't even want to go to, for real, like, because I'm like I'm such a social butterfly, but like an antisocial too at the same time. Like if it's not benefiting me at that moment, then I'm feel like, okay, whatever, I don't want to do it. And I guess that's just all part of my disease. I got like 508 days clean today, I think.
Is that a baby?
Where? No,
Oh,
almost.
I said that a
I'm like,
baby.
where?
That's hilarious. Sorry, Jess, I'm messing you up with my
You're
crazy
good. I was
talk.
like, what? But yeah, I have like 508 days clean. It's almost 17 months, almost. And so, Heather's been my sponsor like from the get. She's gotten me to step 4. I just want to say thank you for your share. Thank you guys for the Hopeaholics. I've never even heard of this podcast. You know what I'm saying? So like it's definitely cool. I really do. I think it's like cool as fuck that you guys are doing this, and I'm definitely gonna be back. I just started following you guys on Facebook while Heather was sharing, and I was like multitasking. So yeah, I'm gonna be back for sure. I love you, Heather. Thanks you guys for having me.
Amazing.
Facebook?
Facebook.
Do people still use Facebook? Jess, you still use Facebook?
I'm one of those. Social media is not my thing.
I'm just playing. And Julian, I'm a Capricorn. What about me? You see what
Wait, but you guys, I want before they get all this craziness and get all the nuts, because of everything that this meeting has inspired a lot of people to share tonight. Just remember, I mean, I put 2 scriptures up just because it kind of coincides with what we're talking about. But remember that like no shame too deep, no past too dark. His mercy renews everything, like for all of us. That's it.
Yep.
Power in the word. It's everything.
Yep.
That's all.
Amen. I need to say amen before I go back to the craziness.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I had to put up.
There are a lot of Capricorns in this meeting
there isn't.
tonight. Yes, there is.
That's why everybody gets along, because Capricorns and Virgos actually get along.
There are a ton of Capricorns in here.
My mom's a Leo, so she probably bounced out of this meeting already.
Congratulations to all the
there she is.
Capricorns. I'm gonna.
Wait,
I want to take it a step further because I have a very
Scorpio sounds real great.
interesting Capricorn birth date. My birth date is January 8, and I share a birth date with 2 very prominent individuals in this world. The first one is Elvis Presley.
Nice.
And the second one,
Alcoholic, addict,
is Kim Jong Un.
Wow.
The dictator of North Korea. He's a Capricorn.
On that note.
Wow.
Oh my god.
How is Kim Jong Un a Capricorn? I didn't know that.
How are we here? The meeting is over.
All right,
guys. Gosh. Turn your cameras on.
Turn your cameras on. We're the only meeting in the whole entire universe. Maybe even Donna will turn her camera on. No, were you saying no before did you know what I was going to say?
No, I actually didn't think you were going to say anything about Donna. I thought you were going to say that we're like the only one in the whole world.
Oh, we are the only.
I lie.
Do you guys, any of you guys know another meeting that dances out? Please, if you do, put it in the chat. Donna said, I did turn it on last week with my sister. Oh, nice.
We missed it.
We didn't see it. So everybody hands in the air.
Like you just don't care.
And here we go.
God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Keep coming back. It works.
Amen. See you guys next week.
Thank you so much for your lead. We love you guys.
Recording stopped.